Good morning, watchers. Scott at SE Landscaping. Last week in March, and we finally had a little bit of respite from the weather. It did rain last night, but it's we've had a couple of good windy days, so things are gradually drying up, and we're going to get some. I should say I'm going to get some grass cut today on a park. So this commute today, it's 6:30 at the moment, so I think I've mentioned previous, the plan is still, I still get up early, so I'm still going out early. It just means I have the flexibility for finish times on a night. Most times I'll be locking that place up at sort of 4 o'clock, but some days if I need to be away early, it just gives me the flexibility that I can go earlier now. So, but basically today I have a 10-minute commute. I mentioned my longest commute now is 20 minutes from the unit, which is good. It cuts down on fuel, cuts down on travel time and everything like that, and it means you're more productive. So all the big jobs, all the travel jobs and everything like that have gone, which is good. So other ways I've cut down on travel and everything and sort of wasting time really is I bought a few more fuel cans, and I've worked out what I need to fuel for the week, which is the van. So from arriving at the garage this morning, I will fill the van up, and then basically I'll fill the cans up with petrol, I'll fill some mixed cans up, and I'll fill a can up with diesel for one of the machines. And it means that I'm only going to the petrol station once a week, so that cuts down on running around and everything. Another way just to save a bit of time on the daily journey of just being more productive. So today the plan is one of our parks is going to get its first cut. Like everywhere up north and probably everywhere else in the country, grass is still being grown. So I did look at it the other day, and in parts there's probably 8-10 inches of growth on some of these areas. Other areas aren't as bad, but what we'll do once we get to the park, after we've been to the garage, we shall get a bit of footage, and I'll show you the plan of action of what I'm gonna do today to get this park in shape. Not totally in shape, because like I say, it's first cuts. But it'll be 90%. So stay tuned. And here we are. Today's task is we've got this croquet lawn, and I think I've mentioned on previous videos, we don't do any maintenance on it. It just basically gets cut twice a week through the season. So that will be cut with our trusty here, the Harrier 56. Low setting, I think it's about 12 mil. If this was a proper croquet, if this was a proper bowls green, it would need cylinder mowing, but it's just full of moss, and that provides the best cut, because I've put a cylinder on in the past and it just ribs it and rips all the moss up. Small areas at the side, just a matter of taking the tops off all these down the building and round. With the hater probably on number 4, not too low. That's probably cut that with my other little hater that's in the van. And then a lot of big areas which are long. So due to the length of grass, which in places is a foot long, we're just going to run over everything today with the grill oar on the big areas, and then it'll drop onto weekly, so it'll look a bit untidy today, but after that it will look lovely. So it's the front's boxed off. Big areas all cut with the Grillo. There's a little bit more grass than I would have liked on there, but there's nothing much I can do, but we'll be getting cut again in 7 days. And boxed all these areas off. Put some stripes on the croquet lawn. And like I said, with these formal areas, it's just a matter of number 4 with the hater. Nothing too low at the moment. It's, you don't want to be scalping too far and going down to the bone, so it's just a matter of taking the top off and letting it breathe. And then same again, a couple of formal areas there in front of the building, little park, formal areas, and then those are the big areas we were on over the back there. So park's being cut, and all nice and tidy. Nice to get first visits done. And then as we come down here, same again. Cut and collected some areas and other bigger areas done with the Grillo. But they should come up quite well next week, next Monday once we're back. Same out here, out the back. Although it's out the back, it still needs to look good. A little bit more grass than I would have liked, but it's still come up well, and you're still leaving a nice tidy site. And we are at 12:56. So arrived at 7 this morning, so 6 well, had a bit of lunch, so 5.5 hours. So you probably can't see very well from here, but just box that roundabout off with the hater and a few other bits down the main street of this town, just to fill the afternoon in, and while it's dry before we get any more rain, which there is some predicted. So made some good progress today, and the machine's cutting well in the good weather. So yes, productive day. But coming back to that park, from April to sort of October, it's cut everything once weekly. So one, I won't get 2 bags of grass off it every week like I have today. And then the other areas that I've cut with the Grillo today, obviously I cut those with the first 48 stander, so which is a lot more agile machine. So usually in and out of there, cut, boxed off small areas, cut the croquet lawn, strimmed areas, and then weed killed any paths and stuff is usually half a day, usually 4 hours. So if you take into account the day 7 till 1, including lunch, it's took a little bit longer, but like I say, that's just because we've had that much growth over the winter, and in places you couldn't 10 inch to a foot of grass, so it's first cuts is always a bit challenging. But I'm pleased with how it's come up. Only one area looks a bit iffy, and there's an Easter egg hunt on in there on Friday, so what I'll probably do on Thursday is just that little bit iffy on the right, I'll shoot in again with a machine and just take the top off it again just to tidy it up, but everything else is good enough for that. So it ticks the box and keeps everyone happy. And like I said, to fill the day, just working through first cuts now, trying to get things done. So yes, we are getting a lot of grass off areas. So same again, I got what I call a bag, which is a dumpy bag off the roundabout. I got one off the main street, and then I've done a couple of other areas around the village that I do. So there's quite a bit of grass in the back of the van on this first visit. But once you get on the regular, most of my stuff now is, well, 90% of it's weekly. Once you get on the weekly, you're getting what I've took off 5 or 6 bags today. I'll only get 1 bag off every week, so that's how it works. And then when you get in the real dry spell of summer, sometimes I'll be struggling to get a bag. So that's that's all good. But looking towards the rest of the week, we've got some wet days and some dry days, so it's just a matter of getting done as much as you can, really. Clashed on, like I say, clashed on this afternoon to make some good progress on some areas, and I'll do the same again tomorrow, which is dry, because I think it's Thursday, which from what I've seen there might be a bit of water on Thursday, so I'll try and get out again with a hater tomorrow, do sort of the areas that I need cutting when it's dry with the hater, so I'll try and box as much as I can off tomorrow. I have got the Artesia to drop back onto if I need it, if there's a real deluge where it's 2 or 3 days of rain, I can't do nothing else. I have got the Artesia, but I tend just to keep that for real bad times, really, where you'd knock the news on and it's going to be raining for 3-4 days and you still need to go out and cut, because there's nothing worse than emptying boxes every 2 minutes, whereas at least, you know, with the Artesia it'll bag full and do the job every time. So that's where we are with that one. I don't think I've done much footage with the Artesia more for quite a while, but I'll get a video out of it this year. The big Artesia machine still haven't heard back. I'm a bit disappointed with Artesia this time, because everything was set for coming out. So at the moment I'm going to be cutting my cemetery still with the Grillo, which is the same again. It means that you need to be looking at dry weather for doing it, so I need to pick a dry day, but that's the same again. The first cut up there, what I tend to do is mulch it, because it's the same again. You've got 10-inch, 12-inch grass in places that's grown over the winter. It's still a bit wet in parts now, and the machine will struggle to bag, so what we tend to do is mulch the first one, and then 4 or 5 days later nip in with the Grillo, and it'll start boxing the areas off, and it'll come up quite good with 2 quick cuts. So like everyone, it's a challenge this time of year, but once you get the first cuts done, you let the grass breathe, you let the air get in and dry it out a bit better. It makes for an easier life, so that's where we are. So yes, first day of grass cutting done, and long may the dry weather continue. So thanks for watching, and we will see you